What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense, just getting in. And man, oh man, when I tell you when it rains, it pours. For those of you who don't care about other people's feelings or what other people have going on in their life, like I'm about to give a little bit of insight into what goes on in my life. If you don't want to hear what I got to say and you just want to hear solely about fragrances, then you may want to tune out of this video, go to another channel and let them talk you to sleep about fragrances and stuff like that. Because over here, this is my channel. I do what I want to do, and this is what's finna happen. So there is gonna be fragrance talk in this video, but I just want to vent just a little bit just to get something off my chest. So before I do that, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, make sure you do that. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications. Icon is going to open up above the bell. Hit all so you get all content uploaded by me through this channel. Like the video, thumbs up, share the video, and be active in the comment section. Any and all positive criticism, comments, whatever you want to call it, is welcome on this channel. All of that negativity that people have going on their other channels and want to make videos and talk about this and that and why people make fragrances and why people got their hands out and all this kind of stuff. Y'all go over there with all that foolishness. Over here, we ain't worried about that. We keeps it moving over here. So first off, story of my life is no matter how hard I try, no matter how much I do, no matter how much I give, no matter how much sacrifice I make for others, it's always somebody with my name in their mouth that's speaking bad about me. And I'm not understanding what the problem is, why people have so much anguish and animosity towards me. I don't get it. I just don't understand. I completely don't understand. What somebody else has going on in their life, it has nothing to do with me. And I don't understand why people always got my name in their mouth. It must taste good to them because I go to work, I work 2 jobs, I go to work, I come home, and I'm in my room, I'm in my space, my personal confines, right here in this little box. However, whatever the dimensions is of this room, this is where I am. I try not to venture out too much outside because it ain't too much going on. And I'm not even talking about the corona crap that's going on. I'm just saying in general, I stay in my lane. I don't bother nobody. I don't call nobody except for maybe somebody like Trey or Sam, Broom. But other than that, I don't mess with people. I don't bother people. I don't even deal with my own family members like that. And people always got something to say about me. Somebody always got to mention my name, or like I must be doing something right for my name to be in people's mouths like it is. But whatever the case may be, I'm not going to let it stress me out. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm just going to continue to do what I do, continue to be the person that I've always been, a hard-working person. I don't do quite as much as I used to for outsiders, people who are not in my circle or my box. I've got burned too many times worrying about or trying to help other people, and it's not appreciated, or people give me their ass to kiss. So whatever the case may be, it is what it is, y'all. But just to let you know, for the ones of you who do care, I'm okay. I just had to get that off my chest. I just don't understand why my name is constantly in people's mouths and stuff like that. So anyway, I know some of you may be curious as to what I wore today fragrance wise. If I remember correctly, it was either today, yesterday morning, or this morning was officially the first day of spring. And well, here anyway. So I decided to break out a spring, summertime type fragrance for warm weather. It's been quite hot here, and when it's hot, there is no time to be wearing heavy fragrances or something that's dark and deep. You need something bright and fresh, fruity, refreshing, invigorating, and this is one that fits a lot of that criteria. It is from the house of Nautica. It is Nautica Voyage, a classic fragrance. If you don't know or haven't gotten your nose on Nautica Voyage, you need to pick it up. I don't too much concern myself with reformulation and all that, because there are gonna be people who are gonna say, well, Nautica Voyage has been reformulated and this doesn't last as long. I don't care if it doesn't last but 2 hours. This is still a classic fragrance. The majority of Fragcom knows about this. People in the world know about this fragrance. It smells great. If you have to reapply for the amount or the price you're going to pay for this, which is somewhere around 15-20 bucks for this, who cares? You can always find this fragrance somewhere at some store, Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington, whatever. Just reapply if you need to. And I'm not saying that that's how long this lasts. I'm just saying if it doesn't last long on your skin but a few hours, then who cares? Just reapply. It's a cheapie. I did get a compliment while wearing this today. I wore this earlier today. It got me at least 5.5 hours pushing of longevity. Projection on this was actually about around 2 hours. I sprayed this on before I went to my second job about 5 o'clock, and I can still, even though I have to get a little close, it's a little bit breezy outside, and coming off of me and my shirt, I could smell this still clearly. One of my co-workers walked into the break area where we clock in and out at, and she mentioned something about me smelling good and I shouldn't be coming out the house smelling like this or something like that. So great smelling fragrance. Performance may not be the best on everybody, but for the most part, I think this is a must-have in your collection, whether you have one of those extravagant, over-the-top collections, or you have meager, a meager collection like mine, where I don't have a lot of top name brand stuff, but I do have some pretty decent bangers. This is a necessity for spring and summer. It is kind of fruity, it's fresh, watery, aquatic, which is the same thing, but I like this one. So this is what I wore today. Now, I have worn some interesting fragrances the past week, this past few days, but I don't always get a chance to do videos because I'm in, working so much. I do want to give a shout out also to 2 different subscribers. One of them is a reviewer, one is not, I don't believe. The first package I got a few days ago is from Lamar Gatson, and the note he wrote says, "Thanks for all you do, brother. Be blessed, Lamar Gatson." So thank you, Lamar. And what did Lamar send me? I think he overheard me saying that I made a bonehead trade. I think, if I remember correctly, it was not too long after I started reviewing and my collection started getting a little bigger. I got Halloween Man Shot, and I think I had I want to say 100 ml bottle. It may have been, I'm not sure. It might have been a little bigger because this one is 75, but I did a trade, and I think what I traded for it, if I'm not mistaken, was for Club de Nuit Man, in which when I got it, I was slightly disappointed. The performance wasn't that great. The smell is okay, but it reminded me of another fragrance that I have. And I don't think I had this one at the time, but it kind of reminds me of 1 Million. And I wasn't a big fan of 1 Million, which henceforth, Club de Nuit Man or Intent Club de Nuit Man isn't one of my favorites either, and I traded Halloween Man Shot for it, in which I should have kept it, but that's water under the bridge. I have it again, and this is what Lamar Gatson sent me. And if you don't know much about Halloween Man Shot, it is along the same lines as a fragrance like La Nuit de l'Homme. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about La Nuit de l'Homme. It's that cardamom bomb, very sexy for more for cooler type weather. That is pretty much what this one is. I like this fragrance a lot, and I'm glad to have it back in the collection. So thank you, Lamar. And there will be a review coming on this one sometime soon, because we are still having some cool nights like tonight. And if I decide I want to go out and do something, maybe shoot pool with my best friend or something on the weekend, and it's cool outside, I can always spray that on, a couple of sprays, and be good. And next up is a package I received yesterday. I was watching, and I've said this before, and I'm not the only one who does this. There are a lot of bigger name reviewers that do this also. I may not always comment on videos and stuff like that, but I do watch quite a few videos and live streams. And I watched Ricky Owens, and if you don't know who Ricky Owens is, that is Civilized Redneck. And he was saying in a video, I think he did like a top 10 or something from Armaf, and two fragrances that he had in that list were something bit me, long as it wasn't Charlie. But anyway, he mentioned two fragrances in particular that I've always wanted to get my nose on. And I asked him, I said, hey, you know, since you didn't like these two fragrances, how much would you let them go for? And he mentioned something about a trade if I had anything. So I, you know, named off some stuff, and he was interested in two things, and package came. So thank you, Civilized Redneck, Ricky Owens, and I didn't even open the two samples or decants that he sent me, but one of them that I always wanted to get my nose on, but Shades Blue was one of them that I wanted to get my nose on, and I think it had supposedly been a clone of Bleu de Chanel, but not a lot of people talked about it. But Shades Woods is one a few people talked about, and I was curious. Never bought that particular fragrance for myself, but I have it now. And this is Shades Woods by Armaf Eau de Toilette. This is the bottle presentation. I like this bottle. Some people may think it's cheesy, but I mean, I kind of think the top is cheesy, but the bottle itself is okay. Doesn't seem to be see-through, so that's not a good thing. But the smell coming out of this reminds me of one of those Middle Eastern type fragrances. And I'm not sure if this one is a true Middle Eastern fragrance, but Oud 24 Hours is something similar to Shades Woods, but this one is, to me, a little bit stronger than Oud 24 Hours for some particular reason. But if you don't know about this one, this is a beast in performance also. But it does give me a similar vibe to that. I think this has rose in it, is what I'm picking up. I could be mistaken, but if not, you know, I'm pretty sure somebody will let me know in the comment section. But this is Shades Wood by Armaf. Not sure about performance, but to me, excuse me, the smell is great. I messaged him earlier to let him know I had the package, and I liked it. And my friend, I let her smell both of these, and she liked this one also, and the other one. And the other one that I really was interested in, and I think this is supposed to be a clone or an inspiration of something by Tom Ford, and if that wasn't what they were aiming for, then they did whatever they did, and it came out great anyway. I can't remember the name of the particular fragrance that this is mimicking, but it is a Tom Ford fragrance. And this one is from Club de Nuit. Also, this is the Eau de Parfum Concentration Club de Nuit Intense Woman. And no, this does not smell like Club de Nuit Intense Man, where you get that Aventus vibe. I think this one you get more of like a rose vibe. I like this one. I'm going to go ahead and hit my arm real quick with this one. Yeah, I mean, you can tell it has a feminine nuance to it, but that is definitely, to me, a nice fragrance. The smell, it also has that scent profile to where it seems like it's gonna be a banger in performance also. I know for some people, they get kind of bent out of shape when we jump in front of a camera and we say how long something lasts, and we have all these naysayers and doubters, and y'all all gotta understand before y'all make these comments that just because something doesn't last or perform well off of your skin, it doesn't mean that for somebody else like me or another reviewer or another subscriber that it's not going to perform well off of them. You got to take into consideration body chemistry, how moist or dry your skin is. Do you hydrate? Do you moisturize your skin? Do you put on unscented lotion versus scented lotion? Like, man, it smells nice. There's many different variables that comes along with that. So don't just discredit a fragrance just because it didn't perform off of you. It may do better off of somebody else. Let's see what else he threw in here. One of these I already could see what it was, and one of them was actually in his video also. And I said I wanted to get my nose on it, and I wasn't expecting him to send it. And he also sent two of the other two fragrances that he had in the collection. One of them is Italiano Uomo Nero by Armaf. And I'm not sure if y'all can see that, but if you've seen that bottle before, that's what it looks like. That smells nice. That is nice. Let me hit it once. Let's see. Yes, that's nice. That's very nice. It's kind of hard to smell because that Club de Nuit Intense Woman's version is everywhere right now. And this one is Derby Clubhouse Ascot. And I love Derby Clubhouse Gold. I like it over Mont Blanc Legend. They both smell good. But to me, Derby Clubhouse Gold smells a little bit better to me, just personally speaking. And it performs better off of my skin than that does. That doesn't give me that well of longevity and projection. But I do like it. Ascot is one I wanted to get my nose on. That's a nice smelling fragrance also. I like that. And the reason why I'm looking like I'm looking, because it didn't do a mist, it did like a squirt in the air, but I stuck my face there and it fell down on my lip. But that smells great. So thank you, Ricky over at Motivated Living, and Lamar Gatson for what you guys have sent. You actually didn't have to do this. I know, Civilized Redneck, that this is a trade that we're doing. And like I said, as soon as I can get a little bit of free time tomorrow, hopefully the place isn't shut down, because we have a couple of confirmed cases of coronavirus people here. And they starting to shut things down around here slowly but surely. All the restaurants are running out of food and shutting down. Walmart is running out of stuff. So if it's open tomorrow, I can ship tomorrow. If not, it's going to be a little bit of a wait, my friend. So just bear with me. I can only do what I can do, what I'm allowed to do. If the city is shutting down and they want us in quarantine, there's nothing else I can do. Thank you also, Lamar Gatson, for being a wonderful subscriber, as well as the majority of my other subscribers. And keep in mind, I'm not that far from 2,000 subs. So once I hit 2,000, I am doing a giveaway. It may not be something that's going to be, like Creed Aventus or Dior Sauvage or anything like that. It may not be nothing like that. But I do have a few fragrances that I wouldn't mind giving away. So I don't know how exactly I'm going to do this, but I'll figure it out. I do know one of them would probably be Joe Malone fragrance. But we'll see. Whatever the case may be, I'm pretty sure somebody will be happy. I'm going to try to do 4 giveaway winners if possible. If not, it'll probably be 2. We'll see. But for the most part, thank you all for tuning in. I got to get in the shower and eat my food. It's already probably ice cold, but anyway. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. Here is To Smelling Great. I'm out, y'all. Stay safe. Peace.